its opening throughout the world, thousands of refugees continue to migrate into the city centers. As we welcome these new inhabitants to our cities, we are thankful to the Advent Administration for their continued compassion.
Reports of rebel activity at the gene therapy clinic in Paris.
To ensure your safety, please obey all directives from administrative personnel.
Must submit to a full security scan. Commander.
Welcome back to E3 2015.
That was really good.
Commander. Was that okay?
It was really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Amazing. Anna would not just tell me that just to make me feel better. Thank you. I am Man from Man vs. Game. Welcome back, everybody. I am joined by Garth from Veraxis.
Yes.
And we are here to talk about XCOM 2, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm so hyped. That trailer. You know, because what you do is you watch, you know, the hype trailers and you try and glean, you know, like what's the new features, what's going on. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah. That trailer was incredibly fun to make. The team did a fantastic job. The cool thing about that trailer, obviously you're world building and you're setting the tone for what the world is going to be, but the stuff you see in that trailer is reflective of things you are going to see in the game.
Exactly.
Some very cool stuff. So and you're going to actually get a little taste of that with the Viper that you saw in our gameplay demo coming up.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't even know if we had any.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I'm really stoked for that.
Super hyped.
I also want to hear, you know, the really important thing you said is how we're expanding the story in the universe of XCOM. So I want to hear, what does the world of XCOM 2 look like?
Yeah, we're actually really excited about this because Enemy Unknown, you beat the game and you save the world, right? Most people beat the game.
Pretty much, yeah. Well,
also. You go ahead.
Garth,
tell me
just
your
one thing.
experience.
I did beat the game, just maybe not on Impossible Iron Man. You know, like some crazy people. You know, like.
Are you going for Impossible Iron Man? I'm impressed. That you're going for it.
No, actually, I classic even. You know, would be. You know, that'd be amazing.
Classic is a big deal in and of itself. If you're going to Impossible, that's a new level of crazy.
Thank you. It is. I just want to give a shout out to Tornus, who is he's a streamer who he has beaten it on Impossible Iron Man mode.
Tornus, all hail you.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
The Russian hardcore. Anyway, let's get back to XCOM 2.
Looks like we actually have some footage here.
Oh,
What are we
here we
looking
go.
at?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, we're going right in. So I didn't get to what the world is about, but the bottom line is XCOM is lost, which really is in line with a lot of players' experiences as well in the Enemy Unknown timeline. Most people, I don't know about your first playthrough, you seem like a pretty veteran player, but a lot of people lost the first time they played XCOM. It's a highly challenging game.
Oh, yeah.
So that's an interesting area for us to say, okay, what if XCOM lost? In that universe, they're needed. The aliens occupy Earth, and we fast forward 20 years, and here we are in this sort of city center that the aliens have created to do some nefarious things that the players are going to find out about. But XCOM has been scattered. They're now a resistance unit, and they need to rebuild. The odds are really stacked against them. And this demo is an inciting incident where the XCOM is finally revealing themselves from the shadows. And that trickles down to a lot of really cool mechanics like concealment, and you can now get the jump on aliens and give ambushes on them, which you could not do on Enemy Unknown, and that's what's being set up right here.
Sweet. And here's the alien activity.
Yeah, so this is actually the Advent administration. So the aliens, again, they have these cities that are sort of false utopias. They want to make you feel like they've cured disease and there's no more criminal activity. And they have these guys, the Advent troopers and the Advent captains, on the front lines that are sort of the facade for what's going on. So XCOM knows that, you know, those guys are not too good, but the rest of humans have sort of been mind-washed, and they're living in these cities thinking everything's okay.
Wow.
And now XCOM, in this moment, they're actually going to take the gloves off and punch the Advent in the face. Not literally. They're going to use some guns instead. But
Exactly.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically.
There you go. Yep.
But this shows that because you're now a resistance, there's cool things you can do with the mechanics of the game. And right now we're setting up an ambush through the concealment and stealth system.
And this is part of what I love about the series. The strategy is so deep. And,
Oh, yeah.
The way you can set it up. Oh, yeah. Got the shot, baby.
Right, so concealment is now broken. The aliens try to scatter. We put Overwatch on our 2 units.
Yes.
That were waiting, and boom, we ambush.
Looks so awesome.
Man, XCOM as an entire series is just such a great thing to watch because it's so beautiful even in the kind of like methodicalness of it. And then we were just talking about the art style, how as a gamer I prefer a lot of color in my games, and this manages to be dark and yet colorful at the same time, and this is kind of matching that same aesthetic that I really love to watch.
You are going to make our art director and our team very happy with that observation.
Good.
Because yeah, they were very conscious of that. They want to avoid sort of the overdone monochromatic thing. And there is a lot of really cool pops of color in here. We want it to feel more vibrant, but at the same time, there's sort of this eerie feel in these city centers because this is in the aliens' likeness what they think humanity would be drawn to, like a moth to a flame. These cities that they've rebuilt, but it's supposed to be a little bit off base, but still pops of color and things like that.
That must have been really interesting and kind of like a fun intellectual journey to design what aliens would think we would want and how to make that a little bit off.
Yeah, absolutely. And this alien you don't want.
The Viper,
Stay away from this alien. So you saw the Viper in the trailer, and here's a little surprise of what
Whoa, chameleon style.
Oh, it moves. It's so gross and awesome.
You know what? I'm not even playing this game yet, and I'm pissed. like if that was my player, because that's the thing is like your soldiers, you get to know them like intimately.
Yeah.
And like as they build and grow.
That's right.
It's like, and then if they die, they're dead.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh man.
Dude. My husband plays this game a lot, and
Does he
always names one of his first crew members after me, and I always die. I always die.
Now your husband seems like a good man. I mean, he plays XCOM. He's a good man. But
he loves it, and he actually had questions for you.
Oh, did
he? Sent me. Yeah, I said, is there anything you want to ask? He wanted me to ask first if he could come live with you. I told him probably not.
Can I see a picture?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
There's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance?
Okay, honey, there's a chance, but I would prefer if you lived with me still.
Yes.
Just generally. He also wanted me to ask really quickly about Long War mod. What do you guys think of it?
The Long War mod is amazing. So the Long War mod is after we released XCOM EU and Enemy Within, there were these guys that basically did some dark magic and created this amazing, very, very long experience of XCOM that added a lot of depth and different things you can do with the game. And for people that try Impossible Iron Man, if you can't get enough of XCOM EU, we say go play the Long War. And that's something that we want to push further with XCOM 2, with modability. We're going to be providing all these tools, the editor, the gameplay source, to see what the modding community, what other worlds they can create.
Wow.
So replayability. Sorry.
Go for it.
Replayability a priority for you guys?
Oh yeah, it's a huge priority. I don't even think we got to the procedural procedural maps.
No, oh my gosh,
I was
yeah,
gonna-
tell us about that.
I was going to ask about like the terrain types, you know, because they have the different type of maps.
Yeah, I mean, the team sort of cracked the code on how to make infinite maps. You will never see the same layout twice.
So awesome.
They're still beautiful. They're still handcrafted segments, but you're not going to have that sense of, oh, I've been to this museum before, or this gas station before.
That's so cool. Because it kind of what, like in the first one, it's so fun, but there is that element where like if you recognize the map, you're like, oh, it's this map.
That's right. That's right.
I love that idea of procedurally generated map.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, are we looking at like how many like new alien races? You know, like, is it?
There are
weapons?
a lot more than EU. I can tell you that. The ones we've revealed so far: the Sectoid, the Viper, 3 different Advent units with the Trooper, the Captain, and the Mech.
Yes.
And the Berserker, who we didn't get to at the end of this demo.
Oh, wow.
There's an evolved version of the Berserker from the first one, and
Oh, good.
you definitely do not want to let her get close to you because she will smash some faces in.
I can imagine.
And there's just other cool mechanics tied to that. You can now carry your units off the battlefield. There's so many more enemy and XCOM abilities as well. There's just a lot more there to play longer.
Wow. And I'm assuming, you know, like new weapons, new
Oh, yeah.
abilities. New
Yeah, you can actually upgrade your individual weapons now. So there's loot you can pick up on the battlefield, which is very, very different than EU. You can take those attachments back to base and slap them on your weapons to modify the weapons a little
Oh,
bit.
that's so
Really
badass.
cool.
So I can see like falling in love with like a particular, you know, soldier even more because like
Yeah.
that's my sniper with
That's
like
right.
that beautiful, you know, sniper rifle.
Did you name your soldiers after like anything in particular?
Oh, absolutely.
Family? Did you go family members?
I went for like whatever was the funniest. Yeah, I think I had oh man, one of my soldiers was like Charles Barkley or like I don't know. Just
I did the Dream Team one time too. That's those are fun ones.
yeah, it's a good time. Well, Garth, thank you so very much for sitting in with us.
Thank you.
Really quick, let's any information that you want to get out there? You want to talk about like platforms it's going to be available on?
Yeah, so it's going to be available in November 2015 on PC.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Cool.
I know. We're very excited. It's coming soon. It's going to be a glorious fall for gaming.
Yes. Now, is this a PC exclusive?
It is. It is.
PC exclusive.
Yeah.
Amazing. And which,
Excitement?
Yes, that was,
Excite for
that
me,
was me
yeah.
not saying my excitement.
oh yeah, I was going to say glorious PC gaming overlords unite.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Garth, thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you
And,
guys.
Yeah. thank
Wonderful
you.
as always. I think we are going to take a quick break. Be back right here with more content from E3 2015 live, powered by Twitch. Stay tuned.
The Turtle Beach Elite 800. Revolutionary surround sound, hidden microphones, magnetic charging stand, completely wireless.
The Turtle Beach Elite 800X for Xbox One.
Share your nachos? Sharing. Since you were a kid, it's been share this, share that. Share your toys. Share the bathroom. Share the road. Share your feelings. Share selfies. Share baby pictures. So many baby pictures. Share, overshare. When does the sharing stop? How about with the grilled stuffed nacho from Taco Bell? The first nachos designed not to be shared. It's everything you love about nachos wrapped up and ready to go for $1.49. Oh, and don't share this ad.